Hello.
Yes, Jayasimaji, you are audible. Please answer, sir.
Okay. My first reaction about this attack on Pakistan is very welcoming because it has been 15 to 16 days after Pahalgam attack, and we were all expecting an avenge attack from Modi government, and at last it happened, and the widows of the deceased who were killed in the ghastly terror attack, at last they got justice, and whole India is um, very welcoming about this. And my first reaction is this should not stop here, because generally we'll be saying na picture abhi baki hai, so it has to go on, and there should be a long term solution for the terrorist menace from Pakistan. This should not see, after surgical strikes and Balakot bombings, again Pakistan did what it has to do. So this time it should not be like that. There should be a long-term solution for the problem.
So, what's your take on this, Mr. Sridharji? Sir, please unmute. You are not audible, Sridharji. Please unmute
Oh,
your.
sorry. Yeah, yeah. It's a
You are
good
audible, sir.
move.
Please continue.
Yeah, it's a good move by the Indian government, especially, congratulations to the National Security Advisor Ajit Dovalji, who has done this operation. According to, already we have struck 9 locations, especially in the Pak occupied Kashmir. Like most of the places in Muzaffarabad has been targeted already. It's a good move by the government. At least, it's a good lesson to Pakistan and what are like these activities they are doing in the Pak occupied Kashmir. But one thing is we haven't touched so far the civilians and military. Only we have targeted the terrorist camps in the Pak occupied Kashmir. It's a good move because according to the news, all these things, lots of places are like Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Toiba, Hizbul Mujahideen were targeted on the under night raids on these 9 hideouts.
About the incident happened today, sir. Asif Munir, the chief of army Pakistan, I haven't seen him yet. He was the first person who claimed, who called the very people of Gaza, the Hamas leaders, into the POJK, and he conducted a meeting with the locals, with the Hamas leaders, and he had spoke very high about the two nation theory, about Hindus, about Muslims, about the partition of this country, a holy soil. Well, now the very same Asir Muni is not being seen. What would you think of this, Mr. Jayasimaji?
Asif Munir, not only Asif Munir, so many other Pakistani generals or their chief of the staff, nobody is able to come out and talk something as our Indian army is doing, officially organizing press meets, and they are saying to media whatever happened in the last night, and what damage we have caused to Pakistan and to the terrorist infrastructure over there, and particularly like Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar and his family. We have done what we can do, and we are telling it proudly to the world. That is Indian army. Whereas Pakistan army, as we know, they are just a bunch of thieves who know how to rob their own people. Not only India, they rob their own people, and they do business, they sell products, and they enjoy, even amidst all this war climate, they have increased their salaries 140% in the last 2 or 3 days. So such a kind of cowards and very fearful people. So all the talking has been done, and now the action is from Indian army. So I don't expect Asif Munir anywhere in the near future. That means in the near 2 to 3 days, he will come out and talk anything. All the talking will be done by the scapegoat Shahbaz Sharif and his cabinet ministers. Actually, they don't yield any power in Pakistan. All the things are done by army. But when it comes to taking responsibility, the so-called civilian government will come and talk all the rubbish. And at one point they say that we are the nuclear power, and another time they say we want to talk to India, and the other time they say third-party investigation. So they will be blabbering and giving rubbish comments like Bilawal Bhutto. He was talking about water and blood, and recently, just a few hours before, he wants again talks with India. So these kind of confused and coward people are they don't have any courage actually, and they don't have any conscience also. So we cannot expect great things from them. So at last the war has started. I think this time it will be a very decisive, and maybe the map of Pakistan is going to change forever.
So what would you like to say on this, Mr. Sridharji?
So really, it's a good move because most of the camps in Muzaffarabad are attacked. Like if you take say an example, Savai Nala camp, Sayyidna Bilal camp, Gulpur camp, Barnala camp, Abbas camp, all these were attacked. It's a good lesson to the Pakistan. At least future if they won't come back and they won't attack on us, and especially the Indian government should roll back the Pak occupied Kashmir, so that everyone, it's a good lesson to the Pakistan, because the Pakistan inflation rate and the condition of the Pakistan is very bad. Really, they have to the government has to focus on their situation instead of attacking on India. To divert the public, they are attacking on India.
One more thing I would like to ask both of the panelists is, sir, I have very small question about the thing happening in Pakistan, because many camps which belongs to Lashkar-e-Toiba or Jaish-e-Mohammed or such terrorist organization places have been attacked. If at all Pakistan is hiding terrorist camps or it is not pro-terrorist, why is it offended for the actions taken on the Pakistani terrorism?
No, actually, I would like to tell you one thing. Actually, Pakistan called this terroristan. Everybody knows that all these camps are located in Pak occupied Kashmir and some part of Pakistan. In everything, ISI, Pakistan government is supporting them. So at least if we target them, entire world will be free of terrorism, because the Pakistan is a base camp for terrorism,
Epicenter of terrorism. Sir Jaisimha Chaturvedi ji, what would you like to say on this? If at all the terrorist spots have been identified and attacked by Indian Air Force, why Pakistan is offended by that? Mr. Jaisimha ji, I would like you to answer this.
Pakistan's many leaders from Pakistan, including the defense minister of Pakistan, he himself admitted that they were doing the dirty work for US and UK and other Western powers so many decades. What the dirty work means, the word dirty work means, what he is meaning to say, they were raising the terrorist camps, and they were nurturing the anti-human jihadists everywhere in their country, along with POK. Not only POK, Hafiz Saeed is residing in Lahore city, and the Jaish-e-Mohammed chief is there in another important city of Pakistan. So terrorists are there everywhere in Pakistan. So Pakistan is a country not of government or not of army. It is a government. It is a country with full of terrorists. So when the terrorists were hurt, it ultimately causes pain for the army, because army and terrorists are not different in that country. The terrorists are the army of Pakistan without uniform, and Pakistan army is the terrorist camp with uniform. That is the just difference. So Pakistan will, however, do dramabazi and everything as much as it possible for that country. But what I feel is India struck the terrorist camps and the terrorist outfits and their infrastructure, everything. It is okay. We are very happy about it. But the real culprit here is the army of Pakistan. If Asim Munir was not there behind the terrorists who intruded into Pahalgam and did what they want to do, asking the tourists about their religion and checking their genitals, these kind of inhuman things they did. How? Because there is Asim Munir behind them. So the actual terrorists in the Pakistan is not Lashkar-e-Taiba or Jaish-e-Mohammed. The actual villain here is Pakistan Army and Asim Munir. We have to hunt them down, because if the Pakistan Army is not crippled and broken and wiped out, then only the problem will solve. Or else these terrorists are like just insects and pesticides. So they'll again grow up. If we kill them, after 2 or 3 years, again they'll come back. That is a problem.
Sir, this is irrelevant to the Operation Sindoor, but from past 2 days I have been listening that former Pakistan PM Imran Khan is jailed because of few reasons. But what I am hearing is Imran Khan has been raped by his own army generals of his country. Is this true, sir? If at all Imran Khan has been raped in the army camp of Pakistan, what kind of things we should understand about Pakistan army? Because in such serious situations, a 72-year-old man like Imran Khan, former prime minister and a former World Cup winning captain for Pakistan, a 72-year-old man had been raped. How can we see this?
Srikarji, you are talking to me?
Yes, ji. Yes, Jaisimha ji.
Unfortunately, Imran Khan is a 70 plus years old veteran, and he's a celebrated cricketer. He got the World Cup for Pakistan. In spite of all this, he got raped in the jail by a army man, by a major from the Pakistan army. I don't feel very much bad about this Imran Khan because he also belongs to that Pakistan fraternity who are always anti-India. But what I feel bad about is he is 70 plus, and even the Pakistan, the country that is called Pakistan, which is carved out of India, they broken the Akhand Bharat and they created this Pakistan, and it is also 70 and 75 plus years old. That Pakistan army actually not only raping the Imran Khan, the Pakistan army is raping that whole country itself. They are violating the Pakistan's economy, Pakistan's future, and they are with their so-called jihadist mentality. They completely destroyed the lives of crores of people. Common Pakistani people are now suffering. Actually, it is not any less than raping a nation. So what I say is, Pakistan army can certainly rape Imran Khan, but it is actually raping the country itself. So we have to feel bad about that. And the only solution which I can see right at this point of time is to break it into 3 or 4 countries, 3 or 4 parts, and leaving it for them to struggle between with each other. Because Balochistan doesn't like Punjab, Punjab doesn't like Sindh, and these all people doesn't like Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So how that country will continue? So it has to break, and I think the time has come.
So what would you like to say, Sridharji, about Imran Khan being raped in Pakistan?
See, in fact, Imran Khan is anyway, even though he was never, tried to eradicate the terrorism. He always encouraged the terrorism. So he has been paid for that. Really, nobody from the Pakistan, previous prime ministers, previous people and current, they never discouraged, they never eradicated the terrorism. The main objective of Pakistan, to entertain terrorism and apply on the surrounding countries. So they are the producers of terrorists. That's why, I already just said it's called Terroristan, not Pakistan, because Pakistan is also internally so many issues are there. Like Baluchistan, they wanted to carried out from the Pakistan, and separate reasons are going on. People are not happy in each and every region of Pakistan. People are very unhappy, and moreover, so they are encouraging terrorism, and and like they are already, Pakistan is in a deep struggle. Their inflation rates are high. Their condition of the people are very poor. Apart from this, still they are trying to do all these things against India. But we have given a good lesson to them. This will continue until the last terrorist will get caught.
Sir, Jai Simhaji, I would like to ask you a question. When the so-called terrorists of Pakistan entered Pahalgam and did the massacre what they have done on that day, they have asked many Indian women about go and say to your Prime Minister about the thing happened over here, or does your husband know Kalma, or they have checked the genitals of their husbands. So many things which were unhuman happened in Pahalgam on that day. Naming this operation as Operation Sindoor, and two IAF women coming out and giving the press brief. How would you like to see this? Can we consider another Rani Padmavati and Rani Jhansi Lakshmi Bai came into action today?
Yeah. See, in the history, on our planet, whenever there occurs violence or any war or invasion or a terrorist attack like April 22nd for 22/4 attack, always victims may be anyone, because that the people who have died will be no more. But the problem, what the actual miserable life is ahead for the people who are still there, their relatives and their kin and kith. So these people have to suffer because their loved ones have died. And the terrorists who have killed the common Indian men who have no weapons with them, and they are completely defenseless, and also they ask the religion and they check the genitals and they ask them to read say Kalma. And apart from all this, if one of the person was killed by terrorists and his wife and son asked the terrorists to kill them also, but what the terrorists said, go and say to your Modi. And now the people have come and said to Modi. So when our Prime Minister Narendra Modi listens, what happens is what we have seen in the last night. So when Modi gets into action, there is no returning back. They know that in surgical strikes and Balakot bombings, in spite of that, they made a misadventure, and now they are paying the price for it. And one of the things we have to underline here is there is a difference between Muslims in Pakistan and Muslims in India and Muslims in Bangladesh. All the Muslims are not same. We are very much okay with Indian Muslims. We don't have any problem or differences with Indian Muslims, and Indian Hindus and Muslims are one and the same because we are all Indians. But the problem is the Muslim jihadists who are coming from Pakistan, they asked particularly the religion of the victims, and then they killed. So the war is not simply between the armed forces and terrorists, and it is also not the war between India and the jihadi groups in Pakistan. It is a war of civilizations, and it is a war between the religions. They killed one Jew, one Christian, and many Hindus also. So these Islamic jihadists are against every other religion, and also among themselves also they have so many sects to kill each other. There is that problem also in Pakistan. Ahmadiyas are killed every day in there with along with minority Hindus and Christians and Sikhs. So this Pakistani jihadist mentality has so much of violence and vengeance filled with their brains. So they'll kill anybody and everybody. They don't have any conscience. They just want to kill and go to the other world, and they have to. They want to enjoy with with that 72 girls over there. So these kind of religious bigotism and religious fundamentalism has completely broken the Pakistan, and it is a big and it has begun and it is becoming a big menace for the whole of the subcontinent also. So these people are religiously motivated. That thing has to be compulsory, underlined, and people should not think. Even in spite of all these things happening, also even today also, there are people in social media who are against the war. They have to understand that India is not doing a war. It is reacting to the war that has been started by Pakistan. So we are not taking any revenge. We are just avenging the casualties that have been caused by the religious fundamentalists from Pakistan. So we have to be clear about the motives of the intruders and terrorists. They are against the humanism. They are against humanism, and they are against humanity, and they want to kill every other person who doesn't believe in their ideology, or whoever thinks in some different way. So this when we understand this thing, we don't have any soft feelings for this terrorists and also Pakistan. In India, it is unfortunate that even today, at this point of time, also people are there to be against the war and support Pakistan. This is complete rubbish, and this is complete unacceptable. We have to, because self-defense is the right of every country. So if we stop doing war, we won't be there after some decades or after some years, because it is the ultimate goal of Pakistan. Pakistan wants to bleed India by 1,000 cuts. It is already announced thing, because Pakistan officially endorses this thought that it has to break India. It is that the target is not only Kashmir. The target of the Pakistani terrorists and the Pakistani army is to break the India, and their ultimate ambition and their ultimate target is Ghazwa-e-Hind. So they want to Islamize the country, the whole of the subcontinent. So that kind of religious boycotts should be dealt with the force only. They don't understand the talks. Their only understandable language is force.
So Sridharji, what would you like to say on this?
Really, we have to, so as Sir said, see, really, we have to take, the victims, whoever the victims in Pahalgam, this is the correct time to act on the Pakistan, because, the sources are also saying that, that Masood Azhar, the chief of Jaish-e-Mohammed also, is escaping, and, almost 10 members of his close associates are died in the surgical strikes. This is the best time for India to act and roll back the Pak-occupied Kashmir, so that at least, the future generations will be free from the terrorism. Because Pakistan is the only, country, like most of the times, encouraging terrorism and producing the terrorists.
So one more thing that should be observed in yesterday's attack, sir. There are also being saying that Pakistan had also started shelling in the LOC areas. Pakistan had also done heavy shelling in the civilian areas where they should not have done the shelling. What would you like to say about this? And there are also sources coming out that Pakistan has brenched many LOC ceasefires. What would you like to say on this, Jaisimha ji?
The Pakistan's intention was clear from the very starting point of the whole clash, because on April 22nd, the Pahalgam attack took place. From 23rd of the April, Pakistan started the regular acting classes, and they are doing their own drama. One person says they are not responsible, and the other comes and says, we did the dirty work for USA, and we are maintaining the terrorist camps in our land. So one will admit, and the other one will be rejecting. These kind of dual statements and hypocritic approach for the whole thing is common for Pakistan. From after April 22nd, Pakistan is asking, going internationally and lobbying with all the powers of the world, along with their Muslim Islamic community, that is it is almost of
OIC,
50 countries
Organization of
together,
Islamic
and
Countries, OIC.
OIC. So
OIC, Organization of
OIC,
Islamic
European
Countries.
Union, America, everybody, Pakistan is going and begging for the negotiations. Apart from by doing that in the daylight, when it is with LOC, they just